Kevin Durant is going to be traded within the next week or so, and I'm going to scroll Reddit or Twitter and see what the best trade packages are for Kevin Durant to see where he eventually is going to land. Make sure to leave a thumbs up on the video if you enjoy, and comment down below what trade you think is going to happen or what you want to happen with the Kevin Durant saga. Okay, so this first trade that I stumbled upon is absolutely ludicrous. It's with the Minnesota Timberwolves, and they would be giving up Rudy Gobert, Dante DiVincenzo, Rob Dillingham, and or Terrence Shannon Jr. and the 17th pick in this draft for a 37-year-old that does not want to go to the team and is on an not an expiring deal, but has one more year left on their contract. You're telling me you're going to get rid of your entire defense, a very crucial piece to your bench, a young star or two, plus the 17th pick? That is too much for Kevin Durant. I know he's good, but are you telling me that they think that they compete in the West with Kevin Durant and Julius Randle and Ant and Naz Reid? I don't think so. That team is not as good as they are right now. I'd rather keep Rudy, Dante, and Rob Dillingham. Absolutely ridiculous that this was even a thought. If they actually propose this and the Suns don't accept it, it makes zero sense. I'm not going to lie. I don't think the Suns should have any loyalties to Kevin Durant. Like, why do they feel like they need to give him the destination that he wants to go to? Because that's the vibe that they're giving. Anyways, terrible trade. F tier trade. This is a terrible idea. Yeah, we're going to be grading them. That's an F tier trade. Terrible. Okay, let's see this one. Dallas Mavericks get Kevin Durant, and the Suns get Klay Thompson, PJ Washington, Najee Marshall, Derek Lively, and a first-round pick. Okay, if I'm the Suns, this is an A trade. If I'm the Mavericks, why would I ever do that? You're getting rid of your entire depth for this season, for one season of Kevin Durant, where I'm pretty sure Kyrie is going to be injured for most of the year, if not the whole year. You've got AD and you've got Cooper Flag. Sure, that team is very good, very big, a lot of wings, but I mean, I guess I just don't want to get rid of Derek Lively. I'm sorry. If you could get Klay, PJ, Najee in a first, I would do that in a heartbeat, but Derek Lively kind of hurts, but you are getting Cooper Flag, so it's okay, but I just don't love it. It's not as egregious as the Minnesota trade. I think I could talk myself into this one, but I just don't know if it's worth it for the Mavericks. Does it really line up with the timeline of Cooper Flag? I know AD and Kyrie are ready to win now, but is Cooper Flag not really? What would you grade this trade? I feel like a C is fair. I don't think it's a terrible trade, but it's definitely not the best the Suns can get. I'm not sure how many actual trades we're going to be seeing here. Okay. 3-team trade idea. Kevin Durant to the Timberwolves, Julius Randle to the Suns, Rudy Gobert to the Suns, Bradley Beal to the Pelicans, CJ McCollum to the Suns, and Tyus Jones to the Pelicans. What am I looking at right now? Okay, so Minnesota's getting KD and that's it, and they're giving up Randle and Gobert. I wouldn't give up Gobert for KD, I'm sorry. And you're giving up Randle. If I'm the Suns, this is great. You get Randle, Gobert, and McCollum. They instantly are playoff contenders again. I would be weird having McCollum, Beal, and Booker. Beal gets traded to the Pelicans. Okay, well that would work then. I mean, it's still ugly. Do you really want CJ McCollum with the Suns? I don't love that. I would try to move CJ McCollum elsewhere. But overall, it's not a terrible trade. I just don't think it makes that much sense. I'd give that like a D grade. Brooklyn Nets have made an offer to the new... Oh, this was in 2022. Wow, what an old trade. Okay, here's a Heat trade. This is my favorite realistic framework for a Kevin Durant trade. Send him to the Heat. Okay, so the Heat acquire Kevin Durant, and the Suns get Andrew Wiggins, Duncan Robinson, and Khalil Ware. No, what? Oh, and a 2025 first-round pick. I was going to say, if there's no draft picks, the Suns should instantly say no. I think that they need all the draft capital that they can get, for sure. Y'all rocking with the Valley jersey, by the way? It goes crazy, huh? I think they need all the draft capital they can get. But if I'm the Suns, why would I ever take Andrew Wiggins, Duncan Robinson, Khalil Ware? That does not put me in a position to win now or even really compete in the West. I think you take that Minnesota deal over this one. I know KD wants to go to Miami, but if Minnesota's offering you what they're offering you, I am going with that. That's absolutely wild. Okay, I would give this one like a C. I don't love it for the Suns, but it's good for the Heat. Moving on, let's see, the New York Knicks. Phoenix get Mikal Bridges and Mitchell Robinson. Utah takes on salary and makes the trade work. Let's see. Oh, wow. So, okay, here's the trade. Suns get Mikal Bridges, Jordan Clarkson, and Mitchell Robinson. Knicks get KD, and Jazz get Josh Hart. I don't think the Knicks are giving up enough here. for KD. I'm not going to lie. Mikal Bridges and Mitchell Robinson is really nothing, to be honest with you. But the Suns are getting a decent haul. I think that they need a draft pick, and getting rid of Josh Hart hurts. Like, you're getting rid of Josh Hart as well, and the Suns aren't even getting him. Like, I don't know about this one. I like the idea of it. I like the 3-team trade. I think it's creative. I like the Suns getting Jordan Clarkson on that team with Mikal Bridges and Mitchell Robinson. Honestly, a starting lineup again of Booker, Clarkson, Bridges, Robinson, and Bol Bol or whoever they're for is not a bad lineup, but I think you want at least a draft pick in there if you're Phoenix. So I'd give this a B tier trade overall. Pretty solid. We've seen that Mavericks trade a couple times. Okay, the Spurs, one that we haven't seen yet. Okay, new KD trade idea. Spurs get Kevin Durant and pick number 28. The Suns get Drew Holiday, KG, whoa, okay, hang on. Here it is. Spurs get KD and a first-round pick. The Suns get Drew Holiday, Keldon Johnson, and 2 first-round picks. Okay, not a ton. But Drew Holiday would make the Suns great. Drew Holiday and Devin Booker is a dream backcourt. And then the Celtics will get Devin Vassell, a young guard. I like that. And Malachi Branham. They don't really need Branham. And a second-round pick. I think for Boston, I don't know if I'd do this if I'm Boston. I mean, I guess you're getting rid of an old Drew Holiday for a young Devin Vassell. So actually, I probably would do this. Vassell would be awesome to have in Boston. And then Malachi Branham would be a nice piece off the bench, but it's only a 1-year deal. Kevin Durant to the Spurs is awesome. And the Spurs aren't really giving up much here. Keldon Johnson, Devin Vassell, Malachi Branham, and I'm assuming some picks in here. But overall, this is actually a good trade. I give this like an A-tier trade for all teams. I think the Suns are really the team getting the least here. Drew Holiday and Keldon Johnson, not really a ton. I would be expecting a little bit more. Maybe you got to throw in a young like JD Davidson from the Celtics, maybe Jordan Walsh, one of those players to really make this one a sweet deal, but not bad. I personally like the idea of the Suns just giving up Devin Vassell and Keldon Johnson and a pick and a first round pick to Phoenix for Kevin Durant. I think that would be a good move. A lot of people are saying it doesn't really make sense for the Suns to get Kevin Durant, but does it really make sense for them to keep Devin Vassell if they're going to draft Dylan Harper at the number 2 pick? Is really what you have to think about, because I think you got to go with best player. I don't think they're going to go Ace Bailey. So if they take Dylan Harper, they already have Stephon Castle, they have De'Aaron Fox. Where does Vassell really fit into that? They're paying him $27 million per year. So moving off of him, moving off of Keldon Johnson, and just giving yourself Kevin Durant with a chance to compete this year, I don't see why not. It can't hurt you. Is really the point here is that I'm trying to make. It can't hurt them. It's obviously maybe it won't instantly make them contenders, but it can't hurt them. So what do you think about the Spurs? Anyways, another Heat trade. Suns get Tyler Hero, Nikola Jovic, Duncan Robinson, and 2 firsts, and Kevin Durant. The Suns would love this if they could get Tyler Hero out of this trade, a young superstar, an all-star for Kevin Durant, and 2 firsts, and 2 role players, one that's young and promising as well. If I'm the Suns, I'm taking that, but if I'm the Heat, why would you ever do that? Absolutely no shot of competing with just Kevin Durant and Bam Adebayo. You have to be able to keep Tyler Hero and Bam if you're going to trade for Kevin Durant, if you're the Miami Heat. Otherwise, it just doesn't really make sense. Another trade, if this is going to be a 3-team trade with the Heat, according to Zach Lowe, this could be the offer the Heat could do for Kevin Durant. Miami receives Kevin Durant. The Suns receive Andrew Wiggins and Nick Claxton. Okay, if you can get Nick Claxton, we're talking a whole different story. Brooklyn receives Nikola Jovic, Duncan Robinson, and Miami's 2025 first-round pick. Okay, I think Brooklyn's getting a lot here, and Phoenix is not getting enough. Phoenix is only getting Andrew Wiggins and Nick Claxton for Kevin Durant. I think they also should get a first-round pick in there, and then maybe it's fair. Maybe they also get Duncan Robinson or Jovic. And then Brooklyn, it's hard to take these guys out of there because you're giving up Nick Claxton and you're not getting too much back. They also would need a pick in there. I feel like if you're Brooklyn, or if you're the Suns, you don't really want Andrew Wiggins. Like you want to find a way to get off Bradley Beal. So if Brooklyn would take Bradley Beal and you could get Jovic or Brunson or both, I would do that. Overall, not a bad trade though, like a B-tier trade. The Grizzlies have made inquiries. Okay. They have 5 first-round draft picks they can include in a trade. Okay, what if Memphis gets Kevin Durant just straight up for 5 picks? That'd be hilarious. Bill Simmons trade idea. Phoenix Suns receive Jaylen Brown, Derek White, Drew Holiday, Luke Cornett for KD and Bradley Beal. That is the most ridiculous. I just got NBA sent told, but that's a terrible trade. I'd be pissed. I'd be pissed. Oh man, Jaylen Brown, Derek White, and Drew Holiday, all that for Kevin Durant and Bradley Beal would be ludicrous. Ludicrous. Terrible trade idea, but that'd be hilarious. Let's see. Last one, 3-team trade. This is from Joel Moran. This is a famous TikToker right here. You got to know who this is. Kevin Durant 3-team trade idea. Timberwolves get Kevin Durant. The Suns get Nick Claxton, Mike Conley, and the 26th overall pick. And the Nets are going to get Julius Randle and Dante DiVincenzo. What? Joel, brother, what are we doing? What are you doing right now? Why would the Suns take Mike Conley and Nick Claxton and the 26th pick when the Timberwolves offering Rob Dillingham, Rudy Gobert, Dante DiVincenzo? This is not enough in my opinion. Like, I guess it's not bad. Like, if you can get Nick Claxton, that's the best part of the deal. I see where your head's at, Joel. But like, I don't know. The Timberwolves also, I feel as though the Nets are getting a big return for Nick Claxton. I'm not going to lie. Like, Julius Randle and Dante for Nick Claxton. Really? Is Nick Claxton really worth those 2 players? 2 very good players for Nick Claxton? I don't know if that quite makes sense. But, I mean, I guess the Timberwolves aren't giving up too much, I guess. The Suns aren't getting enough, in my opinion, and the Nets are really the beneficiaries of this trade, which is fine. But, you know, that's a fine trade. Let's see what the comments have to say really quick. Why would the Suns trade KD for Claxton and a first-round pick? Conley really has no value. Suns need a starting center, and they prioritize getting one by all accounts. Okay, you're smarter, this man. Why would the Nets give up assets and a cap, get no picks back? People don't like this one. People do not like this one. Do one for the Rockets. Oh, we didn't see a Rockets one. Okay, last one. And this is from Joel as well. Okay, Nets get Fred VanVleet, Jabari, Reed Shepherd, Cam Whitmore, and the 10th pick. That is a whole starting lineup for the Nets. And the Suns get Claxton and Dylan Brooks, while the Rockets get KD, Cam Johnson, and the 19th and 26th pick. This trade is all over the place. I don't like it. Rockets can make it very simple. Give them Jabari Smith Jr., Dylan Brooks, or Dylan Brooks and Jalen Green, and throw in a first-round pick, and that's all you should need for Kevin Durant. Overall, I think Kevin Durant is going to end up with the Houston Rockets or San Antonio Spurs. No really other teams. I think the Denver Nuggets are a sleeper to land Kevin Durant. They could just ship off Michael Porter Jr., Zeke Naji, Julian Strawther, and Peyton Watson, and I think the Suns would be happy and overjoyed to get that package for Kevin Durant, and the Nuggets would absolutely benefit from that, and they'd probably save cap space and be able to go sign a free agent as well and be finals contenders next season. There are some sleeper teams, the Celtics, the Nuggets, the Grizzlies. There's teams that the Raptors could end up with Kevin Durant, but I think it was just fun to go through and look at some of the trades. Let me know which one is your favorite, which one's your least favorite, and leave a like on the video if you enjoyed. Thank you guys so much for watching.